We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Eternal 7 stream. Picking back up with our low-level invasion build, intended to soon be a dragon. Dragon community. It's been a couple days since the last time I streamed. I didn't really do much related to this character, though I did play yesterday on a different character. I was again messing around with the low-level build, just seeing how things work. One of the things that I've been playing with on the other low-level character that I have is bestial incantations, which are surprisingly good. Like, bestial incantations are kind of slept on, I think. They have low requirements. They do decent damage. Some of them are surprising to have very good utility. I haven't really figured out how to properly use them, but I got a lot of kills with them on a character that's supposed to be a strength belt. So, yeah, very interesting. It kind of gives me hope that this profit that we're making is going to have a bunch of versatility going forward, because I do intend to make this character and then level him up and use him in different invasion brackets with different incantations. That's the idea, basically, between level 7, which is the lowest we can be, and probably level 40-ish at the highest, probably, because I do have a level 80 profit already. All right. So yeah, the other character I have is this character Goblin. That's a level 8 hero. It's a very, very interesting situation with that character at level 8. The stuff that you can do with that 1 point, I've leveled them up once. And that 1 point can make quite a bit of difference in what you can do with that character. So yeah, going back to our level 7 prophet. The last time when we streamed, we ended the stream with a few invasions. We actually ended up using Vark's War Spear in one of those invasions against an over-leveled Shedder. I don't think that they were a Shedder, actually. It's just an over-leveled Phantom that we had to fight. And I was not in the mood to entertain a fair fight. So yeah. We did set up a little bit of an inventory. I generally, especially for low level, because poison goes a long way, I like having a poison weapon to start invasions off with. I like sneaking around. I like trying to surprise people and poisoning them before they even know what's up. And then around that, we have different options. So this is a prophet, obviously. We have our Flaming Strike that we can get through on a straight sword. We have the Uchi Katana, which is kind of like a really, really good weapon. It's so good. The Uchi is such a good weapon. We have some axes that we have access to. Of course, the Cold Ancestor Rapier for when we decide that we don't need to deal with bullshit, or the Vark's War Spear. Lightning Rapier, again, when we invade, we're going to have about 20 decks, which actually gives us really good lightning damage. Vark's War Spear works great. We have a Scythe gear that we can use, Twin Blades, the Shamshir. None of our weapons are upgraded. We have not upgraded anything. So this is a purely base character with some options. Okay. So today for the stream, it's not going to be a very long one. At least I hope so. I want to keep this under. Well, definitely I want to keep it under 2 hours, maybe actually an hour and a half. But we do have some goals, things that we can do. Namely, you know, I keep postponing it, but we have to kill Millicent at some point. Millicent is going to be up here at the Windmill Village after we kill she can actually help us kill the Godskin Noble here. But after we kill him, she'll be here, and we can kill her and get Millicent's prosthesis, as well as the Flox Canvas Talisman. But the big thing that I keep postponing is doing Caria Manor. Now we actually have all 4 talisman slots, so we can go in there and lay waste to whatever's in here and start moving with Ronnie's quest. Also, we need to finish up Siofora River. I have been here, I've gotten all the graces, but we haven't actually completed this little quest yet in clearing this area over here. The thing I want to grab over here is the Dragon Halberd and America's Sword Seal. Now the Sword Seal opens up stuff for us in terms of being able to cast Dragon Communion incantations. So we're going to do that, and we're going to start with this, and then depending on how we do, we might go into Caria Manor after this and just get Ronnie's quest going. There's a boss that we need to kill here, actually a couple bosses. There's a boss going to be over there. Once we light all the fires, we can see only 3 of them are lit right now. So we need to find the ones that we haven't lit up and get those done. This place is it's a low-level area, so it's not too dangerous, except for those lightning bolts. The lightning bolts will absolutely ruin your day. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter if you're a high level or medium level or like us, basically no level at all. Why so violent, dude? I come in peace. I mean you no harm. I'm just grabbing a couple things. Lighting the bonfire. You guys should chill. These silver fireflies are useful in case you're farming for something. You can make feet with them, pickle feet, silver pickle feet. Alright, so we've gotten that one. There's a couple up on the other side that I haven't gotten. So yeah, in case we have to farm something, you can make some of those feet and improve your chances like those. This is a gold one, so gold one improves runes that you acquire. So whenever you kill a boss, you can pop one of those and get higher runes. There's more. Excuse me, sir. This merchant, I think we bought everything we want from it. I mentioned that I kind of want to play around with... Okay, so that one over there is one that we haven't gotten. Now notice when we hop on here, it's going to get dicey. So even if you run around with a horse, you see you could get wasted real quickly with those lightning balls. They fizzle out after they go off, but yeah. Let's actually put our shield on. Oh, and we mentioned getting the +1 version of that talisman, again, to increase survivability. There's one right there that we need to pick up. We need to take a portal as well to the upper area where the other boss is going to be. Alright, good. And now, as you saw at the end of last stream, this build is fully capable of procuring rune arcs through invasions. So we will be farming rune arcs as we need them. Rune arcs go a long way towards being able to survive in this configuration, where we basically have no HP. Okay, so there's actually an area over there that we need to explore a little bit. I don't remember if there's a fire. Oh yeah, there is. There's one right up there. But there's also an area up there that we can explore too. And grab, I think, a stone sword key. Now we killed one. because of the stagger, animals are super dangerous to us. Yeah, don't matter. No matter that they're little and insignificant. Alright, let's recharge you a little bit here. We did pick up Golden Land as well, or Holy Land. I don't think we can poison these guys. Let's do it for science. No. Wrong arrow. Nope. That would have poisoned most things. Oof, that range. Alright, good. Oh, that didn't kill him. You can get stuff from those guys. You can get their weapons and their clothes, their armor. Which again, you know, we want to be able to have different options. Like if you have like a bestial build, I think the stuff that they wear works really well. Like if you want to be thematic. Our current outfit was just a random accident, but I love it. I love it. It's such a cool look. This is the Astrologer robe, the altered version, that removes the outer white robe part of the robe. And the Exile hood, it fits perfectly. And I'm wearing the Royal Remnants, Royal Remains, gauntlets and greaves. So those are the ones that you will get from Ensha, the Edgelord. Those actually regen your HP when your HP gets below 20%. So again, improves your chances of surviving sneaky good item for low level invasions. Especially like at low levels, if you wear Ensha's armor, it could be quite difficult to overcome. Just because you don't really do much damage. And if you're careful, you can regen your HP and stay at that 20-second mark fairly consistently. Alright, I believe there's an item over there. I don't know, maybe a Runark, which we can go grab. As long as we don't have to murder somebody for it. I guess it's a good thing. I wish they would have done something with this area. This is such a cool area. Like, this should have been where you meet Bly. Or maybe something should have happened here, other than just absolutely nothing. But this is like an amazing spot. It's such a cool little area. Feels like home. Like, who was this guy? He's dead. He left us a Runark, but he was living out here. He's got his cooking supply, his cast iron, a couple bottles. Why'd he croak? Looks like such a cozy place. Plenty of deer and elk, you know, to hunt around here. Sheep. Maybe for lore purposes, this will be where our character is from. And that was his brother that died over there, so now we're venturing out on a quest. We picked up everything I think that's important up there. We activated the lift as well. But we didn't get the memo that the thing was activated, so there's still another fire that we need to light somewhere. It's probably on this side of the map over here. So So let's run through and see if we can find it. Oh, we need to get the Dung Eater puppet too. But when we march along with Ronnie's quest, that's when you kind of get the stuff that you need to upgrade your spirit summons. You get access to a bunch of club boards. I think there's one over here. Oh, I did not see this dude. Come on, man. I was just chilling, minding my own business. How does this work? Okay, that does not do very much damage. But it's really good. It's a really good Ash of War. Low-key busted for invasions. Especially if you get that DLC item that boosts the storm stuff. All the storm ashes become god tier. Another thing that's occurred to me about this character, again in terms of the get off me tools, we're gonna have access to the Zamor sword. That thing is also really busted. Okay, that I think might be the last one that we need to get. It's gonna be a while before we can get it though. We need to get into the mountaintops, I think, to get the Zamor stuff. But once we get it, oh, it's gonna be glorious. Oof, right away. We angered both of them. I was not paying attention. Oh my god. Dude. Staggers, that was a fully charged heavy. He just ate to the face and didn't even stagger. Oh, apparently they can eat a fully charged heavy and not stagger. At least from this thing. This is also why you want to wear these. These, they probably won't be able to eat and survive without staggering. Is that it? Yes. Okay, so that was the last one of these. Matter of fact, let's test this theory. Come on, dude. Over here. Let's see if we can do a fully charged heavy in his face. Nope. We can, because we hyper armor through that. But yeah, you can see the stagger potential of that weapon. Great hammers. I actually liked great hammers in Dark Souls 3 better than here, because they couldn't be parried. At least their normal attacks couldn't be parried. Here in this game, you can actually parry them, which is kind of lame. I don't think you should be able to. Great hammer should be like so heavy that you just can't parry them. Okay, so we're gonna actually hop up there real quick as well. So that's another area to explore. I want to say there's a stone sword key here. I'll pick these up. We are using spirit summons. We're kind of using everything that the game gives us in order to get through it. I have no qualms about it. At low level, might as well. The thing about using spirit summons is a lot of times you just won't learn what the bosses do, because sometimes the spirit summons will just beat the bosses for you. But at low level, you're just trying to get by. I hate this low spot right here. It feels like I'm gonna just fall off here and die. Oh my god, so close. I was ready to try to quit out the game. I hate losing rune arcs because of stuff like that. Like they make certain jumps like just too dicey. And it wasn't even for anything good, dwelling arrows. Okay, so next on the agenda is we need to beat the bosses. So we have a boss over here, and we have a boss up on the plateau. So to get to that plateau, you gotta make it through a little area right here, and take a portal. So it's not directly accessible. You can drop down to here from up there. Alright, good. Oh, we're gonna get hit by that. Nope. Alright. I think this is where we need to go. Yes. We're at the right place. So the boss is right over there. He sits like in the open world instead of it now. In a separate boss area. Where is he? Yep, right over there. I like these guys. I don't quite remember what the lore behind them is. But I think they're pretty cool looking. Kind of remind me of like some type of a monster from a movie. These formic rocks, they can be used to make certain, I want to say maybe perfumes or pots. They're pretty rare. And they're hard to farm. You gotta farm the ants in Noxtella, I think, or those things to get them. So try to pick them up. Again, like speaking of doing things that allow you to survive, some of those perfumes are absolutely indispensable. There's certain attacks that even when you're not low level, will just end you at once. Like for example, like the Placid Lucette's strike at the end, that he does this massive AoE with the lasers. Having a perfume allows you to, that bubble perfume allows you to tank that and survive that. Another option, but you have to be more careful there, is using that shield ash, the Vow of the Indomitable. That gives you iframes long enough to actually tank there, but you have to nail the timing really precisely. And it sucks, you know, doing that whole fight and dying there because you didn't nail the timing perfectly on that Vow Ash of War. Alright. We're just coming through and getting the stuff we need and running out. There's no reason to fight these claimants. They're very tanky. They don't give you anything. You can get the spear from them if you're like an infill. It's a really good weapon. Particularly good for like Ice Spear and Frost enchantment. It's actually remarkably a strength weapon. It does best on strength in terms of like the scaling and how much damage you can do with it. But it's really good on infills, and it's really good in Frost, just because it has that magic scaling, similar to like the Earth Steel Dagger. You can also buff it if it's heavy infused. You can buff it with magic weapon, and again do some absurd damage with it. I think we got everything we needed. We just need to go fight the boss. So here's a little trick with that boss. If you are having issues with the boss and you run out of heals, you can come over here and kill that scarab and regain some of your potions. So that scarab is like an emergency scarab. Emergency heal. Now we will never struggle with a boss. We kill all the bosses on the first try, even at low level. So that's for weaklings. Actually, having Lieutenant here would be kind of interesting. Is there a good spot to put her, or do we just far away, I guess is the thing. Maybe I can stick her up here on some of those rocks. So there's that big waterfall back there. And you can actually get up in the area, by the way, on top of that waterfall. But at the bottom of the base of that waterfall is where America's Sword Seal is. Or Scar Seal. Scar Seal. Not the Sword Seal, the Scar Seal. Okay, so we can summon Lieutenant over here. Let's try. I normally just summon skeletons. They're good enough to distract this guy. So yeah, so we're gonna wear this. We're gonna put on our, we can take off the 2 fingers heirloom and put on our ritual sword or ritual shield talisman. So boost our defenses further. This basically allows us to take a hit. If we get hit, we heal. And because of how little HP we have, it's a full heal. So yeah, let's go and do him dirty. Now if we can sneak up on him, that would be great. And apparently it is possible. Alright, we staggered him already. And Lieutenant's putting in the work. Alright, good start, guys. Oops. I somehow took damage, I think, from his AoE. And then he one-shot us after that. So after you take a hit, you don't want to take 2 hits in a row. I don't think it's important for us to have a rune arc for this fight. I think we should be able to do it like this. Yeah. So we can cast Bloodplane Blade, like that extra HP that you get. Let's go up there again. Put Lieutenant on that same spot. Actually, can I put her up there? Is it possible? Let's find out. No, it did not let me put her here. Nope, down there. Okay, I mean, I guess that's the best we can do here. Alright, here we go again. No, he saw us. That's unfortunate. Lieutenant's putting in the work. Oof, right away. We got smacked. Oof, again. I need to just get used to him. Oof! I thought he was turning. Yeah, I can't see shit. We got him halfway down again. So we're doing good. We're going to back up and put on Bloodplane Blade again, rebuff. Let Lieutenant put in the work as well. Okay, we got the stagger. See if we can get a hit on the head. Another hit. Another hit. Okay, that was actually better than doing the crit. Okay, dude, can you chill? I think we got him. I think Lieutenant's gonna kill him now. Oof. There we go. She did it. Good girl. Look at that. Freaking Star Wars right there, man. It's such an underrated summon. So we get the Dragon Halberd. Now let's see this thing. 22. So we can two-hand it. Yeah, this weapon is also busted at low levels. Just because of its buff and its Ash Void, does so much damage. Oh, I had a bunch of wounds sitting here. It's a good thing we didn't die. Alright, let's pick up our Source Seal. So again, this would allow us to do stuff in terms of like dragon spells. Not all of them, but well, actually with a Rune Arc I think it allows us to do all of them. But again, we want America's Source Seal actually. So we cleared up this area, now we gotta go kill the other boss. So let's go back to the main grace here. I think this is it. Is it? Why am I confused about this? Okay, yeah. That's where I wanted to go. Actually, before we do that, maybe we should go spend our runes. Again, just because of how easy it is to die. We are going to use our skeletons on the next one, though. And we need to get his stuff moving. We can get a much better cast seal that boosts the lightning stuff as well. Actually, really, I haven't done anything here. He's bearing. Oh yeah, we killed that bell-bearing hunter last time. That was a pivotal moment, I think, in the stream. That's the hardest bell-bearing hunter. Let's pick this up. Let's get the knight armor. Fashion choices. I think we already have a scimitar. Okay. We're good. Let's clean up our inventory a little bit. See if we picked up anything. I'm not gonna carry the golden halberd with me right now, or the dragon halberd. Oh yeah, we got a seed. That's right. That actually helps us a lot. Oh no. We need one more. We need to get another flask. Yeah, all we got was this. I think we're good. What's up, Vic? Yeah, well, let's go kill the other boss. So yeah, we're gonna summon the skeletons for this boss. This boss gives us a talisman that's actually pretty useful, similar to that sacrificial axe. It boosts, it regenerates your FP every time you kill anything. So it's really good for playing through the game and just keeping your FP up. Alright, this boss also is susceptible to bleed and poison, I believe. Definitely bleed. So we're gonna basically use the same strategy, but now we're gonna get our skeletons out. He does some AoE, so he tends to knock out the skeletons fairly quickly. But we're just gonna have to make do. So 1, 2, 3. And he could be annoying to hit. And the other thing he can do is he also tends to disappear and heal himself, which can be super annoying. Oh, come on, man. We need auto aim on. I'm gonna heal. Let's put this on too. Yeah, he rears up and does that as well if you stay behind him. Okay, we got him. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, we got him. I thought he got away. Move back away, let the skeletons put the work in. Oh, come on, I thought I was far enough away. Let's get some extra regen going here. And see, that's the thing, if the skeletons end up in that magic thing, that's pretty good damage actually. Oh, he doesn't want me doing that. Let's actually try the Frenzy Flame as well. I think that's the one that will probably do the best job. If he wouldn't move. He's just wrecking our skeleton right now. Oh my god, dude. Can you not freaking move constantly? Let me hit you. I think our skeleton's dead. Nope. We still got our skeleton. Let's try to pull off the Frenzy Flame. We have 2 more potions, so we have plenty of time to heal. Nope. We're not getting a clean hit in. Oh, we don't have enough faith for this. There we go, we did it. Oh, why did I think he gives us something else? Maybe it's the other Ancestor Spirit that gives us the thing, the one with knocked on the upper level. I was sure that this is the one though. Wow, that was a mistake, I guess. Well, that's fine. We cleared out the area. Next on our agenda is going to be Caria Manor. So let's hop on over there. There's also this area down here that we need to clear out. But we'll probably do that in a future stream. Again, it's another underground area similar to the one we just cleared out. There's a couple things down there worth getting. But yeah, I mean, we're just going through the game right now. So here in this area, it helps to have a good shield. The arms can be devastating over here. The hands, I should say, these things up there. Now they're weak to fire. They're also weak to bleed. So there's different things you can do. But in general, the theme remains, you know, you want to just not get hit more than once, ideally. Because if you do, chances are you're going to get... Alright, come on now. Alright, there you go. Come to Papa. Okay, why are you doing such hostilities? And this sword does high critical damage, so it's actually really good here. And we get Somber Stones as well, so yay for us. I guess that's just like the default pattern there. Whoa, we almost got captured there. I've never seen that thing like loop around like that. Okay. Let's heal. Alright. The reason we have to kill them is if we want to clear out this area right in front of us. There's a bunch of little arms, but those big ones will drop down on you, and it's not a good time. Okay, so we basically one-shot these dudes with R2s. Oh no. Where did I think there's something up here? Is that where we started from? Or no, that's where we started. Okay, another arm up there. Yep. They really are annoying though. Just because of how they move and how they dodge out of the way. So there's a couple of things here. So inside of this door, you have to drop from above to get there. There's a really cool sword for Faith infills. Actually one of the few really good Faith weapons in this game. There's a cool shield out there, a couple of Ashes of War that we're going to go pick up here in a little bit. Some cookbooks along the outer perimeter. There's another hand here that's going to drop down. Sometimes they're like buried in the ground, so you got to be careful where you walk because they'll just come up and grab you. And I think that will probably kill us. So yeah, there's that one. He jumped down, but he didn't get the surprise on us. We're not using a Runark right now, so it's not a big deal if we die. Runark would make us more survivable, but again, I just don't think it's worth the chances here. There's bosses later on where we're really going to need those Runarks. Hi, Pop. Alright, cookbook. dude. Okay, apparently he can hit us from there. Come on, can I get a proper attack here? How about now? Can you hit us now? Oh yes you can with that. Asshole. Right as I got on my good vantage point. Okay, good. Where did that dude come from? Another one. I'm about to frenzy myself. Let's see if that improves the situation here. Doesn't feel like we're doing very much damage to him. Okay, so that was a good hit. Yeah, we're just gonna have to come the good old-fashioned way. With bombs. So I'm really just trying to clear out this bottom area right now. So that's, I think, a shield up here. It's a cool shield that has a lot of magic resistance. I don't normally use shields to block spells, you know, but it's also kind of bluish. So it's a fashion thing, I guess. All right, so you can see the arms here. Let's kill the baby one first. Let's say arms, hands. So we got this area cleared up. I think that's the important stuff. Let's see how much damage that does. I don't feel like taking my chances right now. Maybe go grab the grace. Yeah, there's going to be another big hand up here. Let's get our bombs back up. Can't use this one. that's good. That dude hasn't seen us yet. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, he saw us. Let's put some crabs on it. Okay, now good. They're so aggressive. These ghosts tell you quite a bit of interesting facts about the places and the lore of the area. Alright, so we've done a lot to clear up the bottom area. There's a few other small items, but nothing really important. There's this hand right there. He hangs out, I think, above a shiny down there. But it's not really anything important. What about that shiny over there? How do we get to that? So it's on this side of the wall. I don't remember being able to get up there. New things to consider. Okay, we're not one-shotting those with a sword. Dagger is though. I'm out of stamina. Ooh. So that helmet, by the way, blends in perfectly with that dragon scale armor that we're wearing out here. So they stagger from a fully charged R2. Man, we got almost the whole armor here. A couple kills. I think that takes us to that building I was telling you about where that sword is. Let's go pick it up. Right here. Sword of Knight and Flame. It's a good weapon. Let's go to the beginning area again. I kind of want to take a look at that spot there. Watch that hand drop down on us and kill us. Okay, so it's from here up there somehow. Is that where Pidia is? It's in that vicinity. Yeah, so Pity is up here, right by that grace on top, on the upper level, but you have to drop down from here to get to there. Maybe there's a way to actually go across the rampart right there, the wall, to get that. So let's be careful here because they could be in the ground or they can drop down from above. Okay, yep, there's one on the ground right below where the shiny is. Oh, we gotta grab him. We're dead. Nope, we're not dead. Alright. I'm surprised we were able to tank that. Okay, so back to here. So there's the entrance. There are the walls. Now be careful because that hand is above us. Get this guy down. Okay, so I think it's here somewhere. I don't see it. Okay, up there. So up there. How the hell do you get up there? Yeah. That's where the item is. I don't think I've ever gotten that item. Okay, there's that hand that we were looking at earlier. Small one. So there's fingers right there. Oh, look at him hiding in the bushes. Sneaky bastard. There's another one right there. There's more there. So this place is just a trap zone. Keep coming out of the ground constantly. Alright, screw this. I think we picked up everything down here. So this is probably a good time to end the stream right now. Let's go up to the grace again. We've basically cleared out the bottom section of Caria Manor. The top section is a pretty quick go, actually. I mean, we can go and try to beat Loretta actually real quickly. There is a back section that we need to get into that takes a little bit longer. There's some pots over there. So that's obviously something we want to get. A few items and Ashes of War that are useful up there. This area here, I'm just going to run through real quick. We're going to pick up the Urumi. The Urumi is something that we can use too. Probably the best whip in the game. Now whips are generally not good, but the Urumi is special. It's very good on Dex. Obviously we have quite a bit of Dex on this build already. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up the Grace first. So there's a Grace up here we're going to get, and then we'll come back down. collect that part just to be done with it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave Loretta for the next stream because it might take a while. It's very easy to die, and I don't want to like commit to killing a boss here on the stream and then not doing it. So yeah, let's clear out this little section here, and we'll leave the upper level of Caria Manor, including the boss, for next time. Once we beat the boss, obviously we want to make it to Ronnie. Shoot me again. There we go. So here, there's going to be a couple enemies like the finger creepers, the little ones, and there's going to be one of these mechanical things that are weak to lightning. So we're going to switch to our lightning weapon real quick. Again, very easy to die, but we want to clear these guys out. Because this is our retreat area, so we can fight that other guy in peace. Yep. So we got it. Yeah, the Urumi, you need 20 dex, which we'll have with our prosthesis. It needs 19. Alright, give me a second, guys. I need to brush real quick. I'm back. Yeah, and the Sword of Night and Flame, really powerful weapon, requires 24 int and 24 faith to use. So not going to be our cup of tea, but faith int builds are in a really strange place in this game. They were arguably the best build in Dark Souls 3. Not so in this game. They do have some interesting options though, like for example the Ghost Flame sorceries, the Lava sorceries, all scale from Faith and Int. At least their main catalysts do. If you go really high level, the Prince of Death Staff, I believe, achieves the highest scaling in this game that you can have access to. And I'm going to switch to my Dex. Boost up our damage a little bit here. So yeah, so these guys are weak to lightning. I'm going to just run up to it. Go to town. But then we're going to back up. Let's regen actually. Matter of fact, I'm going to drink my potion because we're going to use the grace. Matter of fact, why don't we do that? It helps if you're close enough. Let's bring him out of here. Oh man. I did the dumb thing there. I think we might survive this. Yeah. Barely, but we survived it. Alright, lucky. What you doing, dude? Killing? Alright. We got it. So yeah, you can exploit the enemy's weaknesses if you know what they're weak to. Those guys are weak to lightning. So having a lightning weapon at your disposal is hugely beneficial. Alright, let's go to our new grace, and we're going to call it quits here. Thanks for everybody who dialed in. Thanks for everybody who's watching these VODs afterwards. Next time we're going to pick up from here, clear out the next level of Caria Manor. It's going to be a pretty quick one. Fight the boss, get to Ronnie. We're going to have to chase that dragon away, which could be a challenge at these levels, beating that dragon down. But we are dragon killers. We're going to be a dragon build, so we got to do it. But yeah, thank you very much. If you like the content, give a like, give a subscribe. We'll be back in action here. Probably tonight. I don't know for sure. But if not tonight, then tomorrow. We'll keep on pressing with the build. Thank you very much. Have a good day.